Hello. Welcome to Misbehavin's Red Rum. It's Sunday night, and look at, I'm all dressed up for you all. Actually, no, I'm cozy and got a nice warm sweater on because up here in Chi-Town area, it's really, really cold. So instead of me drinking red rum tonight, only because they owe me some money. And until I get my royalty check, because I am royalty, tonight I decided I wanted to drink a hot toddy. So looking forward to spring. We've got our little sunflowers. I can't wait. I know you guys see that this might be a little dark. Usually I'm wearing black. I'm a little dirty. We got to keep it a little dark. But this is actually green. And green makes the daisies and the sunflowers grow. We're going to see green real soon. I'm here, hopefully, with my OG Rob Wilds. And we want to thank Anti-Social Network for giving this lady a chance to be exposed. That's what we like to do around here. But we want to make sure that old Steve gets to see me too. I've missed Steve since we haven't been around for, 2 weeks, and we'll get back to that. But reliable dumpsters, I miss you, Steve. Will you give me some encouraging words for tonight's show?
Thanks for calling Affordable Dumpster Rental. This is Steve. How can I help
You're
you today?
welcome.
Well,
Hi,
that was a fast
Steve.
answer. Hi, Steve. So long story short, I'm getting ready to put my home in the market. I have 20 years of junk I need to get rid of as soon as possible. Can I get a quote, please?
I would be happy to help you. Let's find you the perfect dumpster for your project.
That was so easy, Steve. A huge load off my mind. I honestly thought renting a dumpster would cost a lot more money. I'm so glad I called Affordable Dumpster Rental. 5 stars to you, Steve.
5 stars to Affordable Dumpster Rental, actually. Due to the fact that we work with so many customers all across the country, we are able to offer discounted professional contractors rates to everybody, every day. Thanks again for calling. We'll talk to you soon.
So for Valentine's Day, Steve didn't answer the phone for me, and I was a little sad. And he's taken a huge load off of her mind. So if you need a load taken off of your mind, or maybe put on your mind, call Steve. He's really, really pleasant, and he's going to give you a very quick quote. So then you could chat longer with him afterwards. Happy Valentine's Day to you, Steve, because I missed you. Anyway, yeah, it was Valentine's Day last Friday, and I missed you guys. We took a little short break because, we have to take care of our wellness. And that is what I've been trying to do for the past couple of months that I've been with you all. And I do appreciate you being on my journey with me. It has been a pleasure. But yeah, as these months have been going by and we've been in this brutal, brutal cold, like I said, I'm from the north. I don't care where you're from. You might have sun every day and saying, oh my God, it's so hot. Don't complain. See, you all get to go into like freezers and stuff and say air condition and, that kind of stuff and cool down. Here, you get cold and you only stay cold. There is no warming up unless you have somebody like Steve or, there's a couple others that I can think about. Maybe that you're on that list. I don't know. Do you want to be on my list of cozy, warm partners? I need one of those. I need a couple of those actually, because I have felt so preach. It's not a preach. That's coming from my heart. everybody needs somebody cozy and warm. And if you don't have one physically next to you, guess what? I'm here. And you could see me anytime. All you have to do is go on Antisocial Network. And yeah, one of those plays we're going to find me. And if you really need to find me, I'm always here to talk. Well, at least when I'm not at my other gigs, So be patient with me. I like to give patience. Sometimes I explode. You never know what you're going to get. And that's the reason why you continue to tune into me. But we have so many great things coming up. Like I said, with the warm coming, that's what the weatherman says. But up here in Chicago, the weatherman gets paid really big bucks to always be wrong most of the time. It's the only job you could get paid for not actually knowing what the hell you're doing. Or I don't know. I'm not really getting paid right now, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing either. And that's okay, because guess what? That's our lives. You never know what you're going to get. And you might just find somebody like me and a couple moments with. That's what I'm looking for. So self-care and our wellness has been basically the topic for months. Uh, Even though we wanted to stay positive, sometimes it's like, damn, everything just keeps throwing those wrenches. I talk about wrenches all the time. You need supplies and tools to be able to get jobs done. And if you keep throwing the wrenches, you can't find them when you actually need them. And then in the middle of the night, you get up to use the bathroom and you're tripping all over them. Yeah, that's life. We trip. And guess what? We have a handout to be able to help you out of it. So I want to thank all of you, because you all are the reason why I'm smiling. Spring is arriving, and it's a really big deal. Again, for those that live in Arctic below weather, 6 months out of the year, maybe sometimes 7. That's what I feel like. It's been 7 freaking months of cold. But it's almost over. And this is my season arriving. We just started Pisces season. So if any of you are the end of February, you have your birthday coming up next month, happy birthday. But mine's coming around in April. Unfortunately, I get to share it with the Easter Bunny this year. It's supposed to be really cool. But no, I don't like the Easter Bunny too much sharing my day. 420. So, we're friendly around here. And on that note, I'll go ahead and say cheers. Mm. Mm. Anyway, yeah, this is what we do on our Sunday fun days. I hope you can relax with me too. So for the past 2 weeks, we had to be on a little hiatus. And that was because my OG producer, Rob Wilds, was getting all fixed up so he can come on up here and join me. But you know what? He was talking about me going down to the nice warm lands of Florida. And that would be very exciting too. So when I heard all of that, along with my wellness journey of getting myself up off the floor after I tripped on all those wrenches, I decided that I need to take time out for me too. So again, I don't know if you all can see, but I am like beach body ready, or almost. We're getting there. And, a girl needs to be able to have her time to just run away from those everyday stresses. And, if you go and get yourself something nice, you get some nice lotion, you get, nice little facials. All those things are very important. But I've been doing that. Rob's been getting all pain-free, worked up. Well, actually, no, he's been in a lot of pain. But hopefully not for long. Recovery process is painful and stressful, But in the long run, you end up coming out to being fat. Look I feel like I can't move around. I haven't done a, a shake your tail feather in a long time. But look, spring, ladies, the first thing that you need to do is you need to go out and get a nice white under. All right. Spring. It's before Labor Day. Shake it. May I shake it? I got to hold them a little bit because this is a new bra. But look it's God, it's bright white. It's making me feel positive. Look, I even got the tighty whities on underneath. And look at how tan I am. Holy shit. How do you get a tan so dark in the winter in Chicago? You work at that shit, baby. Like I said, wellness. Just you wait and see what I do next. Oh, you have no clue what I can do. I'm sure you can imagine. But yeah, all of my high energy talents, I want to expose because you know what? I'm actually pretty proud of them. Even though I've been down and out, again, that winter blues before winter even came, that sucked. But I'm looking forward to the little daisies blooming up so we can dance in the daisies. And I really, really want you all to come along with me. So, self care is what I started this show of just 381 Wellness. And 381, for those that do know, for those that don't, let me tell you, it's 3 words, 8 letters, 1 meaning. I love you. And let me tell you, that isn't just for other people for you to say to. You need to get in the habit of saying it to yourself. And that's what I forgot. I was telling everybody else that I love them, and I forgot about me. And we are the most important person in our journey, and we tend to forget that. So, as I've been here with you all, preaching and crying at times in my most vulnerable moments. And that's what I'm about. I'm an open book. I can't hide what's going on inside or out. Whatever I'm feeling, I'm going to bring all of you along with me. And if I need a hand, I hope that somebody has one for me. But if not, we all need to be able to find that courage and that strength inside to be able to tell ourselves that I love you. I love you. And that's what we're doing. And we're learning that, yeah, you might forget who you are at times, but once you start recognizing those patterns that aren't really suiting you, that's when you have to make a change and you have to get yourself up, out of bed, out of the house, doing things, even the littlest things. It could be just sweeping the floor. Like nobody wants to fucking sweep. And yes, we say fucking a lot around here because nobody wants to do chores, right? But after you get done with those chores, you could feel really good and say, oh my God, look at what I just accomplished. My biggest accomplishment every day. I wake up, and it started back when I was getting sober decades ago. Well, almost decades. Pat on my back. And yours too, if you were struggling with any addictions. But one of the biggest things that gave me motivation, somebody told me that if you just get up to make your bed, it will help you start the accomplishments for your day. And you don't even realize that little chore of, wait a minute, I'm just getting back into bed. Why would I make the bed? Oh, well, because if you make the bed, you might not want to get back into it because you don't want to mess it up, right? You just did it. So, fuck yeah. Get up every day, even if you want to or not, and just start out by making your bed. And it doesn't have to be a perfect, like military style grade. But man, if you could bounce a quarter off that bed, you probably could bounce a quarter off your ass too, because you're probably in shape. So do that. All right. I know that's my goal. Maybe this summer I can say I could bounce a quarter off my ass again, because I am working to be able to be absolutely fabulous. And that is because I got sick of not being fabulous, even though, yeah, I kind of am, no matter what. And that's what we need to continue to tell ourselves. It doesn't matter what you look like. It's about how you feel that brings all that beauty out, so people can actually see you and say, oh my God, you're so fucking beautiful. It's kind of hard when people always tell you those like just random compliments that you hear all the time, but you don't really feel them. And you can't feel them because something's going on with you that maybe you're not actually believing it yourself. And that's where it stems. It stems with you. So I'm taking responsibility for everything that all those tears that you all have seen. I wish you were here to pat my awesome old lady skin here. But look, it's getting better. You know why? Because I feel like I'm glowing. And all of that ends up resonating with not just inside of you, but to everything that you do on the outside and for others. One of those things that I ran out and did is I got another gig. It's not really important what kind of gig it is. And no, I'm not on the corner. Don't be assuming shit. That makes an ass out of you and me. You know the saying. But I would rock that corner. Pick one. I promise you the lamest one would be bumping. Anyway. So yeah, it's been very sunshiny feeling. And for those that know me personally, the sun, my shine, is what makes me so bright. And during this winter, when it's all gloomy and you never think that the sun's going to come out again, guess what? It does. Even if you could feel it, see it, enjoy it, it is there. And you just got to be able to say, you know what? I am the sun when I can't see it physically. Everybody should feel like that. And it's hard, especially if you're on your own and you can't really, we all sink into just routine of settling, I guess. Keep shining. Hi, sunshine. I feel like I just froze there, but hi, sunshine. I'll say it twice just because. Actually, hi, sunshine. We got to do threes around here. 3 is like my magic number. I'm sure there's a couple of that too. And considering we're going, one for me, one for you, one to put in your pocket for someone new, because we like multiples around here. So invite your friends. We have some good stuff coming up. And oh my God, I'm even more excited on my next project and the next holiday. For those that don't know, I grew up in New Orleans, even though I was born up here in Chicago. I grew up down there, and that's kind of where I feel like I needed to grow up to be able to express my flair, right? Because God knows you got to be in an exciting place to be able to have exciting people. That sounds a little conceited, but no, my soul was born to actually have ties to New Orleans. It is a great city if you know how to moderate yourself. Because I'll tell you what, if you're an addict, you really don't want to go to New Orleans. But I guess nowadays, that's anywhere. You have to have self-control over yourself. You can't let all the temptations of the world rule your life. You have to have control. So if you can take control over those things that you know are bad for you and only for yourself, other people can do what they want to do because they have to find it within themselves too. Many people can say, oh, well, let me help you get sober. Yeah, you could be a positive role model and give support, but if that person is not really ready to fight with their demons and say, fuck you, get out of here, then, the demons are still going to continue to party with you because you're so damn fucking exciting. Well, yeah, no. New Orleans is exciting, but they have many temptations. But my biggest flare is coming up. Everybody would have thought that Valentine's Day was my holiday. Yeah, I give a lot of love to everybody else, not so much myself, but I'm learning, I'm gaining it. And by me finding my love, that means that we're going to have a hell of a lot more fun. So I look forward to it because in a week and a half, actually, March 4th is Fat Tuesday. Fat Tuesday. We're not really fat, but we can party like fat kings and queens. And that is exactly what I do every year. Fat Tuesday, March 4th this year, is the day before Ash Wednesday for all of you Catholic ones. Thank you to the Catholic Church for making me so misbehaving. We all know the stories of the Catholic girls. And yes, I was one of them. Only for a very short time because that really wasn't my thing. I have my own relationship with everything that rules my life, and that is this energy of the universe, and I want to share it with all of you. So on Fat Tuesday, March 4th, I am going to give a special night to be able to help you all understand what the season of Mardi Gras and what it means to me. It actually started on January 6th, and we're going to go through all those things next Tuesday, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday. And we're going to present a whole new concept for me. Maybe not a whole new concept, but we're going to throw some extra flares in there to be able to see and just explore what I can do. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. I am so excited. And see, this is the things that I needed to keep this smile and the motivation to keep going. And as I was saying, like for those little things, if it just means you making your bed in the morning or when you arise, grand rising, get yourself up, make your bed. You're not going to want to lay back in it because it looks so pretty, all right? But as you're sweeping up all that shit that has just been laying around, cluttering up everything, it's time to purge. I've been talking about purging for months, but some of these things now are like, since I've been thinking about them so much, I am an overthinker. I'm a Taurus. So if anybody knows what the bull stands for, one day I'll have a show to be able to actually explain all of your traits to you too. Not many people like that I know how to read them, but it's very interesting. And all these cycles, we all go through the cycles. But this new chapter, with the little daisies blooming, and we're going to be dancing, and we're going to say, throw me something, mister, throw me something. For those that have been to Mardi Gras, you know exactly what that means. For those that don't, I'm sure you are saying, oh, I could throw you something. I know I could throw something too. But no, we're going to throw beads. All right. So I'm asking all of you, you have a week. Let's see, you have 9 days. All right. A little less because, it's the end of the night. So we need green beads. We need purple beads. We need gold beads. A lot of people use yellow. It's not yellow. It's gold. All right. Purple's for
But do we
justice.
need anal beads?
Hey, Rob, I know you have those laying around. So if you need to bring the anals out,
Busted.
we do not discriminate around here. And, if those are the beads that you like to throw, you go ahead and throw them, baby. All right. Bring them out and share them with the rest of us.
Can you
But,
picture a pair of somebody's anal beads bouncing off your face because they threw them too hard?
all
Oh.
right. So let me tell you, there's been many things thrown at Mardi Gras, even on like a random Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, there's been so many things thrown. And when you walk down Bourbon Street after a party, I'm sure you're seeing all kinds of different colors and sizes of many different beads. And yeah, if you have a collection, Rob, I'm sure you would have built it tenfold that day. But sure, we need purple, which stands for justice. And, misbehaving is all about justice. Justice sometimes comes out to be like vengeful. And we have to like kind of recognize, is this coming from a vengeful, or are we actually just looking for, hey, let's do the right thing. Let's not be criminal, even though, yes, that's how I got my name. Only helping DOC out though. Bad influence, that boy. I don't know. But look he got a side help him bust out of anything that he gets himself into. Because I just know how to do that. But anyway, back to the gold. Because yeah, we like gold. Everybody likes bright, shiny gold. A girl likes jewelry, my accessories are very shiny, all these metals around. But yeah, no, okay, my compass. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. Anyway, so gold is for power. And with the three kings, January 6th, when they went to go bring gifts to our little baby Jesus, yeah, gold was one of those. And that shows power, royalty, and we like gold. But my favorite, and a Taurus's color, which you can't really tell, but it's green. And Mardi Gras green is more like an Irish green, which we're about to celebrate that too on March 17th. Our celebration, my celebration, the Boss Lady celebration. I actually have my own promotion that we are doing on March 16th. Ironically, it is one of my Spawn's birthdays too, but she doesn't like the limelight like I do. So we're going to say happy birthday to her, but we're also celebrating DOC's birthday because his is on March 15th. So we have an exciting St. Patrick's Day weekend too. I hope I could get some bits and clips of that weekend for all of you, but it is going to be very busy. I have to boss up now. My season is here. The bull gets to like roam in the pastures pretty soon. And holy shit, when you see me in my pastures, I'm not really like too big on eating, so I'm not really like trying to mow the grass and shit like that. You know, I want to chew on some shit, but I'm not really about grazing. I'm about actually feeling fulfilled. And I'm going to need a little bit more than just the pastures to be able to roam in. So, yeah, I look forward to everything that is coming up. But the best color of Mardi Gras is my green, and green is faith. All right. And faith is important. Faith comes from being positive and knowing that when things feel like they're just doomful, you could have faith and manifest the positive things that, one, you're already blessed with, and two, the positive that you can bring from within yourself. Because when you're positive, the things around you and the people around you, that really is kind of contagious. And with my new gig, I was able to get out of this dark hole all by myself, doing just my promotion from home. That was really good. It consumed a lot of my time doing flyers and organizing all of my workers and stuff. But now that I kind of have, I released some chores. They started feeling like chores. It wasn't something that I was like, oh my God, this is my business and I want to do this. Excuse me. I put out on a lot on myself. And when I did that, I didn't realize as I was doing that, it was literally taking pieces of me every time I was distributing something. But it wasn't me, it was for everybody else. But now, just by me getting out of my cell, because that's what it was feeling like, and people get the winter blues, even if you're in a warm state. It literally is like a psychological thing, especially for those warmers out there all winter long. Yeah, I'm a little jealous. But for the only thing that you guys really have to be down about is it's Christmas and it doesn't, like, you have the sun shining and it's warm. I don't feel like that's really a problem. But I could tell that, or I would imagine that if that was the climates that you were in, that, yeah, the winter cycle of just that seasonal blues happens to everybody. So I got out of my bed. I made it. I went and got another gig that was going to put me out elements. And yeah, sometimes I like to just say, turn off the world. Everybody wants to turn off the world. But when you turned off the world for so long, like myself, it was about 2 years that I lost. And I didn't lose. I was gaining things. And I am blessed for everything that I did achieve. And I still am. It's only going to get better from here. And I hope that you all can take some of my shining inspiration of seeing me really far down, like, holy shit, this girl's crying on a podcast. What the hell's wrong with her? Well, guess what? It's okay to have something wrong with you in those moments. And that's where the 381 Wellness, you have to say, I love you to yourself. We say it to everybody around us. And how are we even saying that to others if we don't even know how to love ourselves? So it's kind of like a contradictory thing. You're telling me to do something, but you can't do it for yourself. Well, we need to make these choices to do it for ourselves, because when we do, we're so contagious, not like that nasty neurovirus that continues to go around, and that C word that we've, had a struggle with too. All that shit's still going around. We stay, see, we had just a glitch of fuck yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. It's still around. And we have to protect ourselves. And the only way that we can do that is actually building our immunities to all these fucking things out there in the world that we really don't want to deal with, but sometimes it just gets thrown at us. All right. So even with viruses, if you keep yourself healthy, you do some exercise, even just walking around your house, that's good. I'm on a squat regimen right now. You know why? Because I want to bounce that quarter off of this old lady's ass, like that bed that you're going to make so tight just for us to make it like mess it all up again, right? But that's okay. Things could get messed up. Things could get fixed. Things can get tidy. And things can get whitey. We got white on. I'm so excited. Spring is on the way. Yay! Hi, Rob. I've missed you. Where you
Well,
been?
I was hoping by butting in, maybe it would catch your stream up. Your words are a little bit ahead of your motions.
Always. My
Oh,
words are always, you know why? Because I'm always thinking of the next thing. And I feel like I don't have enough time in this world to like spew it out. So I have to spew it all out all over the place. So here, be my interviewer. What would you like to ask for me to elaborate on besides how awesome I look in this new bra?
well, I keep hearing a rumor floating around the water cooler over here that Red Rum is switching over to Tuesday nights coming up.
So I'm kind of feeling like I want to see everybody next Tuesday. Well, I do. It's going to be Fat Tuesday. So I definitely am going to see you next Tuesday. All
So we're
right.
talking about seeing you next Tuesday. Is that right?
You are, well, I am the best. See you next Tuesday, poster child. I mean, my name is Miss B. Haven. Uh, I'm proud to be that B, but hey, if you want to put a C on it, sure,
Put a
baby.
C on the B and throw quarters at you and anal beads.
Hey,
Now I see how you like to party.
I am the sweetest cunt around. How's that?
Fuck yeah. All right, we got
Yeah,
about 5 minutes left, kid. I'm going to let you go ahead and start taking it home.
5 minutes. All right. In these 5 minutes,
Oh, but
I
I am going to share a quick funny story talking to Mr. Casanova about you moving over to Tuesdays. He went, so does this mean that we're going to be Miss B's opening act?
I do believe, boys, something this sweet absolutely needs an opening act. So, thank you for accommodating this old lady.
Fuck yeah.
Uh, I definitely want to give you all just a couple of confirmations here or affirmations from a badass bitch. All right. Because this is what I'm working on right now. We're going to turn this light on. I want you all to say, I am enough. I am me. I am so fucking worth it. So, yes, we want you to know you are so fucking worth it. I'm saying this to myself, and if I'm going to take this advice for me, I am definitely going to pass it on to you. All right. I got these affirmations for a badass to remind me of these little things of just making my bed in the morning. But you got to remember, they only talk shit because they envy your drive. Keep giving them reasons. Drive your life and let them show how awesome you actually are, because everything that you end up putting out in the world, people might get some inspiration from it.
They
So,
hate us. They hate us because they ain't us.
yeah, but you know what? We could help them along and they could be themselves, and that's what's important. Uh contract Contrary to popular belief, I do know exactly what I am doing. All right? And I'm going to leave you on that one. I don't like to try to fit in. You were born to stand out. Stand out in everything you do. Wear a smile when you do it. And remember, from misbehaving, I give you the 3. Mwah for me. Mwah for you. And mwah. 3 kisses. Put that last one in your pocket for someone new. Remember, I'll see you next Tuesday.